Ready to go!
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Yes, I am back here in the studio. Believe it or not, it is 3 a.m. here in Brisbane, Australia, and I just couldn't help myself. I had to get up and do a 10 best of moments for 2019 in the world of arm wrestling. And I am excited to run through these 10 because it has been a very entertaining 2019 with some big moments, some controversial moments, and let's just get it started. Alright, at number 10 in the most epic list, I'm going to put the emergence of China as an arm wrestling nation. Now, this may come as news to you. You may not be aware, but China has officially become a sport. The arm wrestling has officially become a sport for the country of China. And what that means is significant funding has arrived behind the Chinese arm wrestlers. Now, again, you might be wondering, why is this so significant? Simply because of the level of professionalism that Chinese athletes take any sport to that has funding. My prediction is, as a result of this decision, and we've seen them also team up with the PAL and ERPA and put on some amazing events in conjunction with the top 8 this year. But my prediction is, because of this funding that is now behind the Chinese athletes and Chinese arm wrestlers, we're going to see over the next 5 to 6 years the emergence of the dominance of China, in particular the women's divisions and the lightweight divisions. So for me, number 10 on the list is the emergence of China as an arm wrestling nation. Watch this space. I think, for me, actually, I remember when China made this announcement, when the athletes of China made the announcement that they were supported by the Chinese government and there was funding now in place, 3 months after that, I saw a video of a young girl. She must have been no more than 6 or 7 years old, and she was training ferociously. Good indicator of what's to come. Watch this space for China. Number 9, I'm going to be bringing up the very controversial thing that happened. WAAF going absolutely crazy and bonkers. WAAF, the World Arm Wrestling Federation, basically shot itself in the foot in 2019. They started off by banning referees. They took that to banning athletes and officials. Even if you just basically turned up at an event that wasn't one of theirs, they were putting you on the ban list. Myself, I'm personally banned because I competed in the Zloty Tour. Who knows, you're probably banned too, and you may not even know about it. But anyway, the WAF going crazy is at number 9 on the list because, quite frankly, I think it was the most ridiculous move I've seen from a federation in the world of arm wrestling, and division is never a good thing. It's caused a lot of unrest amongst not only the athletes but fans of the sport as well. They're all confused. They don't know where to go. It's watered down the World Championships on both the WAF and now the IFA World Championships as well, that is for all those that are banned. And hopefully, over the next years to come, hopefully 2020, we can resolve that one, lift the bans and get back to arm wrestling. But WAF going crazy and banning just about everyone comes in at number 9. Alright, at number 8, we have the invention of the bottom 8 by none other than, of course, Mr. Devin Larratt and John Milne. These two gentlemen dreamt this concept up after seeing the top 8 announced, and of course, in typical Devin Larratt style, the event went ahead in Kingston, Ontario, and it was a cracker with over 7,000 live viewers watching the event over various live streams. It was one of the most entertaining events. I, of course, took out the title, not on this arm, but this arm, took out the title, a big highlight beating Evan Burgoyne, and it is said, already announced, that the 2020 bottom 8 is back, and apparently I'll be in it, so Evan Burgoyne will get another chance. But for me, the bottom 8 concept was a beautiful concept. Not only did it showcase arm wrestling, it showcased arm wrestling right from the grassroots. It, of course, was a bit of a parody of the top 8, which was a spectacular invention from the PAL and Team Mazarenko. But the bottom 8 really took to the front of the YouTube line. It was designed around the most notorious arm wrestlers in the world. We had people like Jonathan Lava there, Juji Mufu, the Beaver King, Artem Tanarenko. There was all sorts of craziness going on, and 2020 will be just as crazy, if not crazier, bigger, better, and badder than it was last time. But I have to say, I loved the bottom 8. It was, for me, the most entertaining, and probably, as Devin Larratt put it, the high point of my 2019. And Evan Burgoyne, We're going to do it again real soon. And that one came in at number 8. All right, guys, at number 7, I've got to give a big shout out to Brazil's Gabriela Vasconcelos, who not only made an outstanding debut in the WAL main series, Supermatch series for 2019, but she did it in such dominant style that she literally tore the rotator cuff off Sarah Buckman. And then she went on to win her 10,000th World Championship at the WAAF World Titles. Gabriela Vasconcelos, if she's not already cemented as the greatest female arm wrestler of all time, she is certainly there in contention. One of the greatest athletes our sport has ever seen, Gabriela Vasconcelos, and her efforts in 2019 make number 7. All right, number 6. It's Ryan Bowen's 44% increase in vectors and his 44% increase in confidence before he went to the Zloty Tour and absolutely flopped. Ryan Bowen, as a result, has gone into hiding. We don't know where he is. He is said to have shelved all his training vlogs and gone back to presenting for the sport because he doesn't know what to do anymore as an arm wrestler. Devin Larratt has declared that he has gone so far backward that he will be in the bottom 8 once again. Despite having won in 2019, and the arm wrestling world has now hashtag vectors jokes coming out their backsides, left, right, and center. So Ryan Bowen and his 44% increase under, of course, Todd Hutchins, typically known, Ryan Bowen now known as Bluezilla, Vectors, whatever you want to call him. He takes number 6. All right, number 5 is the return of the Swedish superstar, now residing in the USA, representing the USA at the Zloty Tour this year. Of course, talking of Sarah Buckman. Sarah Buckman's return to the sport after 7 years in the wilderness. 7 years ago, she was a world champion. She's come back and dominated the Zloty Tour already with one arm tied behind her back. Literally, she has done that whilst having her injured right arm, Sarah Buckman. But not only Sarah Buckman's return to the Zloty, but also Sarah Buckman's just return to the sport in general. Her motivation is there. She is hungry to get back to the top form that she has ever been in. She's not only hungry, but she's gone down from 90 kilos down to 73 kilos in a matter of 3 months. An epic transformation from Sarah and a big welcome back to the sport. No doubt everybody happy to see Sarah Buckman back in the sport. She comes in at number 5. At number 4, hard to go past this one. This one could have been number 1 in many people's eyes and probably is one of the most exciting things for next year. But coming in at number 4 is the announcement of the return of the greatest arm wrestler of all time, none other than Mr. John Brzenk, to competitive arm wrestling. John Brzenk announced late this year that he will sign and has signed with the top 8 for the 95 kilo class in the 2020 tournament. This is a big thing. He will be facing the likes of Rustam Babayev, Grigaliy Ongarbayev, Oleg Petrenko, and many, many more in this top 8. And John is hungry. The best part about this is John has a smile on his face. He's leaning up and he is training hard again. I've had the privilege of gripping up with the retired version of John Brzenk, and that was badass enough. I can't imagine what it's going to be like gripping up with the newly motivated John Brzenk, who is hunting that top 8 title and world number 1 rank for 95 kilos. If anyone bets against John, they are a brave man. Even with the likes of Rustam Babayev, Grigaliy Ongarbayev, and Oleg Petrenko in there, who are all monsters in their own right. Can you bet against John Brzenk next year? I don't know. You're a brave man if you do. But anyway, John Brzenk and his announcement back to the competitive side of the sport comes in at number 4. All right, guys, number 3, we are at the pointy end. We are on the podium of the 10 most epic moments in the sport of arm wrestling for 2019. Number 3, here we go. All right, number 3 goes to Devin Larratt and his controversial King's move against Dave Chafee in the WAL at WAL 504. This match here was something that caused so much controversy. It thrust the King's Move into the spotlight once again. Michael Todd, of course, the champion of the King's Move for many, many years, has been subject to so much hate. Devin Larratt, of course, was the man that everybody loved to say would defeat the King's Move. And instead of doing exactly that, he has resorted to the most significantly desperate, straight-arm looking King's Move moment against Dave Chafee. Some of the screenshots from that match were truly horrendous, and the fans let Devin know. The world went into craziness, and everybody was doing King's Move controversy. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you approve it? Should we ban it? All sorts of craziness. There's been meme pages created just for Devin. The face of Devin when he was down there in that King's Move said it all. It looked pretty bad. But anyway, this controversy surrounding the King's Move, particularly on the WAL arena, was such a big deal that it is hard to go past that as one of the most significant moments of 2019. And Devin Larratt, he takes it. All right, moving on to number 2. The silver medal for the 10 most epic moments of 2019 has to go to Michael Todd and Jerry Carteret, their super match, and in particular the drama that happened in the round 5 with the straps coming apart. Oh my goodness, another big controversy. Where do you sit on this one? Michael Todd retaining the World Championship under the WAL title in the super heavyweight division, but in very controversial style. The straps were absolutely coming apart, but Michael Todd maintaining the smallest amount of contact. So, of course, Bart Wood, the head referee at WAL, never short of getting in the hot seat. And the controversy lined up towards him for should he have made the restart? Should he have let the match go on? But he was doomed if he did. He was doomed if he didn't, to be honest, because by the letter of the law, Bart did the right thing. But so many people wanted to see that match restarted, but Michael Todd wanted nothing of it. He knew the rules back to front. He declared the win. He was about to take his hammer and walk off. Neil Pickup had to come down from the commentary box, calm the situation down. Jerry Carteret the whole time waving his tongue, looking for a restart, but not getting it. And the drama continues. Those two gentlemen, 2 of the most brutal matches, super matches, 2 years in a row. Michael Todd winning both of them. And, my correction. Jerry Carteret, of course, winning in 2018. Michael Todd winning in 2019. Will we see it again in 2020? Probably. And hopefully the straps are a little bit wider this time and they're not coming apart and we get a more clean result. But anyway, Michael Todd, Jerry Carteret, the epic war and the strap drama coming in at number 2 of the 10 most epic moments of 2019. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Let's give it a drum roll. The number 1 most epic moment of 2019. It has to go to, of course, Georgia's Levan Saginashvili defeating Russia's Vitaly Laletin in the 2019 Top 8 finals. It was an enormous display of power. Vitaly Laletin, I had to admit, I was there at Zloty. I'd shaken both of these gentlemen's hands, and I thought Vitaly Laletin was going to win. His hand was enormous. His height was immeasurable. Devin Larratt had spoken so highly of Vitaly Laletin, and to be honest, I didn't think Levan was going to be able to do it. After seeing Levan in the airport, the quiet teddy bear version of Levan, I didn't think he was going to be able to do it. But the teddy bear awoke and he turned into the gorilla, the giant gorilla that is Levan Saginashvili, the chest out, the shoulders back, and the energy up. And oh my goodness, Levan Saginashvili taking firmly what is now considered the world number 1 rank. Without doubt, there's only a few people left on the planet that can possibly challenge the man. We need to see a healthy Denis Saplenkov come back and maybe a Michael Todd or a Jerry Carteret or someone like that to potentially have a go. But Levan Saginashvili absolutely dominating and asserting himself as the number 1 arm wrestler on the planet has to take the most epic moment of 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an extraordinary 2019. I've had a blast this year. It's been personally a great year for me. I went undefeated in super matches in 2019. Not so undefeated in tournaments, thank you to the Zloty Tur. 2020 is going to be a tremendous year. No doubt the sport is growing massively. If you've enjoyed this list, let me know what your favorite thing was. Let me know if I forgot anything as well, because it has been a big year. There's been so much in it. But guys, hit share for me on this video, and let's get this great sport out there and let it continue to grow as it has been in 2019. And guys, I will see you in 2020.
Yes, that's a man!